Okay, let's see. So Twitch released a statement about the situation that happened at TwitchCon. Okay, first I want to be upfront and take accountability for the security incident that happened during Imru's meet and greet. It shouldn't have happened, and we take that very seriously. We failed both in allowing it to occur and our response following. We mismanaged our communication about the incident, and that includes the comments I made. I apologize to Imru for all that took place. Okay, so this is damage control. What are we doing moving forward? For meet and greets, we've begun a complete analysis of the incident that took place, as well as all the other issues that came to our attention after TwitchCon concluded. We're examining everything, from how do we do signups to the layouts to increase security controls. I don't think they're really looking at it. You want to know something? So in order to do the meet and greet, they have to have you sign like a waiver that's like, hey, you know, it's not our fault if something had, like a liability waiver. I just didn't sign it and went to the meet and greet anyway, and they never say, like, no one even checked. Like, I'm still getting the email like, don't forget to sign your liability agreement. It's like, I ain't signing anything. I just went to the meet. No one cared. No one even checked. So I don't think they have like people actually looking into this shit. We're also doing a comprehensive review of overall event safety and security, and we'll be making an update for TwitchCons. While we won't be sharing all security updates for privacy and safety reasons, we will keep our community informed about changes that directly impact attendees. We have heard concerns about IRL streaming at TwitchCon. Twitch has evolved over the years, and IRL streaming is a part of Twitch, but we need to ensure that TwitchCon meets the needs of a variety of participants. We're reviewing how we handle IRL streaming at TwitchCon, and we'll have more to share soon. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this is a solvable problem for them. Like, they can literally put up signs and rules that say, like, please be respectful if you're an IRL streamer. It doesn't matter. Because, like, the biggest pressure to being, like, not an annoying IRL streamer is the fact that other people are going to be mad at you and hate you for being an IRL streamer. The point is, the people that are the problem are already doing it because it gives them attention for being annoying. So, like, if they try to be like, hey, please don't be annoying or anything, it's just not going, that's just not going to work. People are okay with the concept of being loud and all that in order to gain the attention. I don't think there's a problem with streaming at the convention personally. I think there's just a lot more of the streamers that are streaming at the convention with much larger crews. So you both have a quantity as well as, like, each one of the individual streamers' quality or whatever you want to call it. It's just much more prevalent. I'm not necessarily convinced that IRL streamers shouldn't be allowed there. I don't know if I necessarily need it removed. And I understand by going to TwitchCon, I will be around people that are streaming. Like, I think, I don't really have a fundamental issue with this. I just think some people, like, very minority of the people that do it are kind of annoying when they do it. And also, this is more of like a personal thing for me, which is like, I just, you know, I think the convention is much more less gaming focused the more I go to these things. And Twitch in general is much like less gaming focused the longer it goes on. And it's just like, personally, I obviously prefer the game centric focus on Twitch. Like, I'm not watching too much just chatting, to be honest. Most of the time I watch it, it's games, and that's just like a personal preference. So, like, I get it. And, you know, I've had a lot of people that ask me, to do more Alaska IRL streaming and stuff. So, like, I get that people actually enjoy that part, and you should definitely have the freedom to be able to do that if you want. So this is just like a personal preference thing, and honestly, I'm not mad at Twitch for IRL streamers streaming at TwitchCon convention. I think individual IRL streamers can be somewhat annoying, but, like, that's just kind of like what happens when you throw a bunch of humans in a room. Finally, we got clear feedback on accessibility across the event. We're reviewing with our teams, including our productions and venue staff, so that we're better equipped for the future. So if you're wondering what they're responding to here, this is a response to the guy. There was a person in a wheelchair that couldn't access one of the stages, and I think they had won one of the tournaments or something and couldn't receive the... I'm not 100% familiar with this, but basically there was a photo that someone tweeted out of a person who I believe had, like, won a tournament or placed in a tournament or something that literally couldn't go up onto the stage to receive the trophy. I think that's what this is referring to. You put a lot of us in by attending Twitch. Okay, you put a lot of trust in us by attending TwitchCon, and we take responsibility to keep you safely. We know that TwitchCon means a lot to people. It means a lot to us. Be on the lookout for more updates, and thanks for being part of Twitch. I actually think this is the most important part of the thing here. You put a lot of trust in us by attending TwitchCon. Like, that is sort of the point. I've seen people say, like, oh, do your own meet and greets where you can do your own security. And, like, yeah, you can do that, but you should not have to do that if you were a mega streamer. The fact is, when you go to TwitchCon and you're one of the largest, like, attractions for the show, it is 100% their responsibility, and you should be able to assume a Jim Rowe sense of safety. if you are a large firm, you should be able to. Can you? No. And in a realistic world, are you going to be able to? Probably not, but you should be able to. In a perfect world, you should be able to go to TwitchCon knowing that TwitchCon, that's part of the reason is it's an official capacity, and part of the official capacity is to keep people safe. Like, that should be the logic here. So if you can't go to an official capacity event to keep yourself safe, I would actually feel less safe running my own event than I would going to like an official capacity with official security and screening and all of that. They should do a better job than a private event, you would think, but it's just the reality of the situation. That's not it. This is basically damage control. I mean, they're saying the right things because obviously they have to take it seriously. This should have been the statement that was done the day of, not a week after the convention. This should have been literally day one when all of this came up. They shouldn't be waiting for this. There should be a statement done, not Dan Clancy here. This shouldn't be after he takes a bunch of heat. This should have been like immediate, in my opinion. Pretty nothing burger of a like, we're sorry, we'll look into it, we'll fix it.